How you doing?
Good. Can I help you?
I need 2 complaint forms.
2 complaint forms.
Yep.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
In there, at the desk, should be complaint forms
Complaint forms for,
to file a complaint.
you mean you're looking for maybe a law enforcement agency?
Nope. This building. I need a complaint form
courthouse.
on this building. Yes.
Okay.
2 of them, please.
I have no idea. You have to go through and ask them because I have no idea what you're talking about. Never heard of such thing.
Never heard of a complaint form?
Never heard of one.
That's why you're
Except for-
that's why you're security instead of law enforcement, eh?
Yeah, exactly. I spent time in prison.
Makes a lot of sense.
I did. I spent time in prison. Inmates ask for complaint forms all the time. That's, I have no idea what you're talking about here. And don't be kind of surprised if they don't either. You have to go through metal detectors.
Okay.
Nothing metal.
Belt buckle rings.
You can put that in.
Rings don't come off. They're too tight.
Oh, no, they're good. No, you're good. It's your shoes.
Shoes, belt buckle. Cool.
Start with the clerk. If they would, anybody would know if they would.
Cool.
How can I help you?
Can I get 2 complaint forms
What kind of complaint?
against the courthouse? Just,
For what department? We don't have complaint forms.
you don't have complaint forms? So
Do you
who?
have a specific department?
I guess whoever does your maintenance.
Maintenance?
I guess. You don't have like general purpose complaint forms?
Not that I'm aware of. Is there something I can see if? Oh, you know what? Go up to the county coordinator's office upstairs, and they might have something up there.
All right, where do I go exactly?
So if you go up the stairs, there's stairs and an elevator. The stairs, there's stairs in both directions, but there's an elevator over here. But you can go up there, and then it's the lobby to the courtroom, and then you should see the office window right there.
So up the stairs to the right, you said, or to the left?
Upstairs, it'll be to the right.
Thank you. Hello. I was told by the lady downstairs I might be able to get some complaint forms.
Complaint forms?
I need 2 of them, please and thank you.
Right, there you go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. They're also on the bottom of the county's website if you need another one.
This looks this looks more like a survey instead of like an actual complaint form.
That's the only type that I have that I can give you.
Okay.
It's the only one the county has that I'm aware of.
Okay. At least for your particular office for the courthouse. This is all you guys have?
For all the departments in the whole county.
No, because I've been to the state police and the county police and the city police, and they have like dedicated complaint forms, not like
Yeah, I just mean,
survey style like this.
yeah, I'm not aware of any other one. This can be filled out for any of the departments is that you'd wanna make a complaint against is.
Well, it's just the courthouse. I need to make the. Well, I don't need to make the complaint. I'm on behalf of somebody else who's not comfortable coming in themselves. So this is all you got? Okay, thank you. Now you realize by doing that, you're creating a public record, and I can get that. Is that your personal phone or is that a company phone?
That's my phone.
Ooh, bad mistake,
You'll
buddy.
never get it.
Oh, you don't think so?
No, I break it in half, throw it out the road, and run over it.
So did you just admit to potentially tampering with evidence? You would break your phone?
Yes, except for one problem.
What?
You have no rights here.
I do have rights here. I'm an American
My
citizen. Of
personal
course,
property.
you're in the course of your duty. You're acting as an employee
Well, you said I'm only a security guard.
on behalf of the county.
Oh, okay.
So you're acting as a representative of the county in a security fashion, using your personal phone
Yeah.
to create a public record, and you just admitted to
There's no
saying
public
that
record,
it
but
is public
personal
record.
use. If I have to see you on the street,
But you're in the
and you start
capacity-
coming
but you're in
up
the
to me
capacity of
and
your duty.
harassing me, I'm just going to defend myself.
You're in the capacity of your duty. Why would I do that?
You're trying to do it now?
Threaten you?
Yeah.
How?
Not threatening
With my
me,
camera?
harassing me.
How am I harassing you?
Because now you're taking my picture.
Well, you're a public
without
servant.
I'm not a public servant.
You are.
I'm just a security officer.
Yeah, but you work for the courthouse.
You're just a security officer.
Exactly, working for the courthouse in your official
I'm
capacity.
just
You're a
a
public
security
servant. You're a public servant. Who
Just
pays
a
you?
security officer.
Who pays you?
DK Security.
DK Security. Do they receive any funding from the county? Because you know I can find out, right?
you
It's all
can.
public record.
Yes.
So you're a public
I
servant.
have no idea.
Of course you
I
don't.
work for DK Security.
Of course you don't.
Yeah. I remember when I was in prison, inmates all the time asked for complaint forms.
Well, we're not in prison.
I was
I'm not an
also-
inmate.
I know it's hard to believe. One time, I was a police officer.
No, that's not hard.
People-
That's not hard to believe at all. You're an asshole, just like the rest of them are. I can tell.
Got that? I am a. What was that called again?
Oh, I
the
called
rest-
you an asshole.
Why?
ASSHOLE.
Why?
Your demeanor.
Huh?
Your demeanor.
I'm just trying to be civil.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Who's your supervisor? Who do you answer? Who do you answer to out here? Do you have? Is there a representative from DK here?
Cole Van Satter. He's in Grand Rapids.
Oh, okay. So you don't have a supervisor here?
No.
No. Do you have a card?
My question would
Do you have a
be-
card?
No.
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 You don't have one. Or you're not going to give
My
me one.
question for you would be, if you can let me talk, is where did you get a complaint from? Is there such a thing? So if someone comes to ask me again, I won't seem so stupid.
Well, I mean, you just admitted to being a cop. That's fairly stupid in and of itself. But yeah, they did have these. It's not actually a complaint form. It's more like it's more like a survey, but it's all they have.
But you can get them here. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to be smart ass, but you went up to the first office,
Mm-hmm.
and what they say? They have no idea talking about it. We don't get that every day. So if somebody comes to ask me again, I know where to send them.
So if I were to put in a FOIA request or a public request request
I
for
could
the
do
images
that.
you're taking right now,
You wouldn't get it
why wouldn't I?
because I didn't do anything.
What do you mean you didn't do
My
anything?
phone's just open. You want to see it?
Not really. But the insinuation was there. It's just like if I walked into a bank with my finger in my shirt, like I'm sticking the place up. The intent is behind it.
But if you walk in the bank with a mask in, what happens?
It depends on what COVID restrictions they have.
No, just saying, any bank you walk.
Depends on what COVID restrictions they have.
Okay, well, you can FOIA my phone. You can have my phone if you want.
I don't like your phone.
It's not quite as cool as yours, but it'll do the job.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, you have a good day, man.
You do that. Take it easy. Good luck. And just, not to be all hostile. What is the complaint against the maintenance? Could it be because of this thing out here making all that noise?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, no, I'm just wondering because if I live around here, that air conditioning, if you're in the middle of the night sleeping, that thing comes out and drive you crazy. Just
You have a good day, sir.
you do.
I'm gonna record you till you leave.
Do I leave?
Till you go back inside.
I'm here till 5.
I can be here definitely. This is a public easement.
Oh no, I just say it.
Right on.
So anything else you want to discuss?
No.
No, come on. You in the military?
Nope. I don't answer questions. I said I don't answer questions.
That's what I thought. I could tell.
Nope. I don't answer questions.
I know people in the military.
Good for you.
I was in the military.
Good for you.
Did 5 years to serve my country.
So did a lot of my family.
25 years over in another county being a police officer.
Good for you.
It's a prison for 3 years.
Good for you.
I need you here for a minute.
Oh, that's okay. We're having a conversation. We're friends.
Oh, we're friends. I don't know about that.
Why?
Oh, because I don't know you.
Because I'm wearing a uniform?
Exactly. That's a big part of it. It's a big part of it.
It's a dirty job, and somebody's got to do it, right?
Mm. I got all day, bro.
So hi, I'm not in the sun, so I don't know what I should do.
Mm.
Now, someone talk about the weather. Can you talk about that?
I would prefer you go do your job.
My job is keeping
Your job is not to interact with me outside the building in a pub.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not. No, it is not.
Okay.
Your job is not to interact with me after I've completed my business. Your job is to check me into that building, and then that's it.
Well, I can't carry a conversation out with anybody that
I don't consent to this conversation. How about that?
I'm not believing I need your consent to the conversation.
I didn't say you did. I'm just saying I don't consent to this conversation.
Well, I just like to know where you're coming from.
I came from my mother. How about that? Good enough answer?
No, it's like I don't understand what your issue is. I'm lost.
That's none of your business.
Okay, let's put it this way. Back in my day, I know it's hard to believe I did this. You ever hear of a Luther militia?
Nope.
Okay, this all started, I think, in the state of Michigan. Luther started the whole thing up there with it. And there's another place, Classic Comitatus. And this is just a conversation. So one time on patrol,
Non-consensual.
right, just listen to it. One time on patrol, I get behind this car and it has a strange plate on it I never saw. This is weird. I run the plate through dispatch anyway because of the simple fact that many plates are.
What's your name?
Pardon me?
What's your name?
Smith.
Smith. Just Smith?
Just Smith.
Just Smith? No first name?
Nope.
Smith, your first name or your last name?
Oh,
Smith. Smith.
yep. S-M-I-T-H. S-M.
Oh, what are you covering that up for?
Because you don't need to. Because I don't want you going online looking my stuff up.
Oh no, I was
going
gonna put in a public records request and see if you're full of shit.
Oh no! Why? If put what on public record? What I'm telling you?
Yeah, I would file a public records
You don't even know where I
request
work, what
to
I'm
get your
talking about.
information.
I could be down in Detroit.
Doesn't matter. Your name would be attached to it, correct?
On this story, it could be, but it's like 20 years ago. I'm not sure if they kept those records that long.
No, they would keep your record of
Oh no, I'm
employment.
saying back then it was in paper.
Are you sure you don't have anything better to do?
Yeah.
How much you get paid an hour?
Don't worry about it.
Don't
You
worry
FOIA
about it.
it.
Huh?
You FOIA you
And
it.
FOIA. You don't even say it right. It's a FOIA.
You can do whatever you want. So anyway, we're not having this conversation, so let me finish. So anyway, I run this plate.
I'd prefer you go do your job.
I'm doing my job. I run this plate, comes back, no record computer. I'm like, that's weird. So anyway, I hit the light, car pulls over, I walk up there, young man, young lady in the car, and I'm like, I roll the window down that far. He's like, can I help you? I said, well, yes, sir. I said, do you test your license registration for insurance? He's like, I don't need that. I said, why don't you need that? Because I'm spreading the word of God. I said, well, sir, not being a smart ass or anything, but I think God would prefer you to be on horseback, spreading the word of God, instead of driving on public roads without a driver's license, of registration, and insurance.
So what does that have to do with this?
Just giving you a story, giving you something to listen to. So anyway.
I'd rather not listen to you.
back
I'd
and
rather
forth,
you go
back
do
and
your
forth,
fucking
back and
job.
forth, Back and forth. Now you're starting to swear in public. What would that be called?
Freedom of speech.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Freedom of speech.
It's called disorderly person.
No. Disorderly conduct. I'm not enticing violence. I'm not trying to entice a mob.
Let me finish my story.
I know
Anyway,
very well
I do this
what
back
things
and
are.
forth. I know you're an attorney, right?
I don't have to be an attorney to know my rights and know the law.
You're an attorney. Just tell me.
I don't have to be.
So anyway, I go back and forth, blah, blah, blah. And basically what it was he's one of those people that didn't believe in having a driver's license, a registration on the car, insurance. So I'm like, okay, sir, how do you think this road's paid for? Taxes. He doesn't want to pay taxes. I said, this is how this road's paid for. The taxpayer paid for this road. So when you get your registration, your driver's license, and you pay for gas, you're paying for this road to be paved for us to drive on. You want to spread the word of God? I have no problem with that. But I think you prefer you to be on horseback. He's like, no. So unfortunately, he had to go to jail.
Okay, what's your point?
Just
How's it going, guys?
Evening.
I'm out here to have a conversation with this young man.
Good. Good. How we doing?
What's your name and badge number?
Sheriff Cool.
Okay, what's your badge number?
671.
Okay. What about you?
Jed Avery, Undersheriff, 672.
What about you?
Deputy Houghton, 679.
All right, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
We're here to help you, but
I don't need any help.
you don't need any help?
Nope.
You're good?
Absolutely.
Fine, we're just having a conversation. It's like he went in and asked for employee stuff. I'm just, just talking.
No, that's not what I asked for.
Well,
If you're going to speak in the presence of law enforcement, I suggest you use the words proper and with the words that I actually said.
he actually came and asked for a complaint.
There you go. That wasn't hard, was it?
Young man that I am that never heard of the complaint form from the courthouse, he thought I was messing with him. I'm like, I've never heard of anybody going to the courthouse. I thought he was going to go next door to make the actual complaint. I said, no, he wants to come here and make a complaint. So we had to, now I know where complaint forms he has to get it.
So it's all resolved.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Have a great day.
Good.
Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. What about you, brown shirt? What's your name and badge number since you came up? Oh, you don't want to talk? I didn't think so. So we're just going to chill out here for the rest of the day? What time do you get off work?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Close doors at 5 o'clock, and then that's it. Done for the day.
All right.
It's not bad. Don't have any, anybody about relieving me when there's a lot of places I worked in the prison. You work first shift, and somebody didn't come into work on first shift, you had to work second shift. And that's here, I just work first shift. I don't care about anybody relieving me. I work weekends, I work holidays. It's like, I know you don't care, but how many holidays and weekends I worked as a cop? For 25 years, you know how many I worked?
Probably way too many.
Yeah. But it was, when I first started, it's fun. It's like, I preferred night shift, because that's when a lot of people, that's when bad things happen. That's what I told my kids. They always,
Is that why you're out here conversating with me? Because you think something bad's going to happen?
no, there's nobody here. I'm just like telling stories.
Telling stories.
Yeah.
You get paid to tell stories.
Yeah.
You get paid to tell stories.
Yeah. I tell people stories all day long.
You get paid, but that's what you specifically get paid for, is to tell stories?
I simply get paid to protect the courthouse.
Okay, well then go inside and protect the courthouse
I can do it
and leave me alone.
I can do it out here. I like being out here. It's fresh air, sunshine. Of course, I'm in the shade. I don't want to get burned. It's weird. Anyway, I worked 25 years in law enforcement. Worked many weekends, many nights.
Do you drive to work or do you walk?
I walk.
You walk to work?
Yep.
Oh. So if I go along the sidewalk, around the building, and get video from public of anything I can see in public, including license plates of all the cars, none of them are going to come back to you?
No,
No?
no. Well,
Okay.
it might be Smith, but I have no idea.
Oh, yeah. Probably another Smith running around Reed City.
There could be. Smith's kind of pound of name.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, you're kind of
again,
right.
why do you want to go to that extreme and
Because I want to find out if what you said is true. You actually get paid to tell stories, and I'm sure your supervisor would kind of like to hear that.
well, call up
You get paid?
DK Security, call them up, they're in Grand Rapids, and ask for Cole Van Setter. Or another guy is Joe Button. Okay, those are,
And tell him some nondescript, old, white guy with white facial hair and white head hair says that he gets,
why? I didn't call you young, did I? Why'd I gotta be old?
because you are old.
Okay, so anyway, so when you call him up, just tell him Osceola County Courthouse.
Okay.
There's only a couple people work here. He's gonna figure out who it is.
Right.
And only old
And
white guys work here.
he'll confirm the story that you get paid to stand around outside
I don't
and
believe he's gonna tell you
tell stories?
anything. I don't believe he's gonna tell you anything or answering your questions, but it's good try.
you're right. He probably won't.
I know. Unless you want to go down there and get a complaint form from them and then proceed from there.
But what I don't see is, why did you continue to engage me when I was leaving?
I just want to talk.
Why would you pull out your phone and pretend to be recording me and then just be like, ha, 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 no, I wasn't?
Well, if you know,
It doesn't seem very professional, does it?
you know what YouTube is, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. Go look Osceola County Courthouse on YouTube. A few months ago, it was wintertime. 3 gentlemen came in. They all have their cameras and they got the whatever sticks you put on them. And they come in here and they go in here to the porch area. And I see them. I go out there, wait a second. I'm going to make this fair. And I grab my phone and I go, okay, now what's going on? And they go through the spiel again. And never recorded nothing. I'm just like, this has got to be fair. If you record me, I get to record you. It's probably fair.
Right, but you're performing that action in the course of your duty.
But I didn't turn the.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The intent is still there, just like I said. If you say you want to commit harm on somebody, the intent is still there, whether or not you intended to it or not. Just the analogy I made about walking into a bank with your finger in your shirt like you have a gun. They're still going to charge you just the same if you actually robbed it. The intent is there.
There's such a thing called specific intent crimes.
I see. How do you know? Are you? Oh, that's right. You used to be a cop.
Yeah. No, it's
How come you're not? How come you're not a cop anymore?
Because I retired.
Why?
Who can take after 25 years with you?
A good cop probably could.
Well, no. This how that worked out too. This is weird, and I know you probably won't understand because you're still young. But once you get to the time that says I can retire and they're going to pay me, money not to work anymore, I'm not going to make any more money if I work more years. Might as well take the money and run. When you get older, you'll see that. You'll go, wait a second, he's right. But I don't know. You probably depends if you work for a company, you put your money in a 401k. I was one of the last people that was lucky enough to get a defined retirement, so I get a check every month. The guys come along now are going to the 401 thing, which they don't get a check every month. But they get one, but they're going to have to put their money into it. I was fortunate I didn't have to do that.
So if everything's cool and copacetic at the moment, why did you hide your badge?
My ID, I don't want you to know.
Yeah. Why?
None of your business.
Why?
Give me your name.
I don't have to.
Okay.
You're a public servant acting in your
I think
official
I
capacity.
don't want you looking me up, harassing me.
Why is there
like that.
harassing you? You think I would do something like that?
No,
Well, then why would you be fearful for that?
I'm not fearful. I just don't want you to bother me.
What makes you think I would?
I'm just saying.
You're
I don't
just
put it
saying.
out there. It's just like that's why I have one of these.
I don't want you to come over and touch my genitals.
That's why I don't have one of
Right?
those stupid flip phones, because they aren't as susceptible to stuff like your phone is. The
What do you mean?
apps and stuff, and the tracking system your phone has in it. My phone has limited amount of that.
Hmm.
I don't have any apps. All I can do on my phone is call people and text.
Why don't you want me to know what your name is?
Because I don't want to be harassed.
What makes you think I'm going to harass you?
It's the thing. I don't want to put it out there.
Hmm.
I said, it's like, you want to be friends? I get off at 5, let's go meet for a beer.
I don't drink.
Okay. Let's go do some gummies.
What is it? Come again?
Gummies.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Oh, okay. Like, what do they call it? House squirrel. You never saw a commercial with gummies? Now I have to go to work. It's just your back and showing up.
Are you talking about candy?
Yeah, that stuff.
You want to come eat some candy with me?
No, I said we could meet there.
We can meet where, at a candy store?
No, at the bar. And
At the
you
bar.
get candy when I drink
I
beer.
told you I don't drink.
Okay, I can drink beer.
Well, sure.
Yeah, okay, cool. I better get to work or just your back up.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
No, it's okay. Fine. Take it easy, man.
Oh, this is public. I'll be here till I feel like I want to leave.
I'll be back out. As soon as I get in through.
Even.